Miss Carmen Sanchez?
Yes, that's me. Good morning.
Hi, I'm Immigration Officer Charles, and today I've been assigned to conduct your US Citizenship Interview. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, sir?
Good. Can I have your appointment paperwork and your green card?
Of course. Here it is.
Thank you. Did anyone accompany you today?
No, I came here by myself.
Okay, please follow me.
Sure.
Please come in and feel free to put your belongings on the desk.
Thank you.
We're asking everyone to take an oath promising to tell the truth before the interview. So, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Perfect. Sit down, please.
Thank you.
Please show me your state-issued ID and your passport.
Here you go.
Thank you. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, I am here for my citizenship interview.
Good. How did you get here this morning?
I came here by car.
Did you have any trouble getting here?
No, I had no trouble.
Now, I'm going to collect your fingerprints. Can you place your left index finger on the scanner? Hold it there for a few seconds. Looks good. Now, please switch to your right index finger. Now, please look at the camera in front of you. Thank you. Have you been feeling anxious about this interview?
No, I studied very hard, and I feel prepared.
Good. Why do you want to become a U.S. citizen?
Because I want to vote in the next election.
Do you have any questions before we start?
Yes, I made some errors on my application. Can you correct them for me?
When we go to the section, please let me know. I'll correct them for you.
I will. Thank you.
What's your current legal name?
My current legal name is Carmen Sanchez.
And what's your first name?
My first name is Carmen.
Could you spell your first name?
C-A-R-M-E-N.
Have you used any other name since birth?
No, I don't have other names.
Have you ever changed your name?
No, I have not.
Would you like to change your name now?
No, I would not. 'Would you like to change your name now? 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 'Would you like to change your n I changed my mind, so I don't want to change me. Can you update the form for me?
Sure. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have a phone number?
Yes, my phone number is 745-357-1458.
And who sponsored you?
I'm sorry, can you say it again?
Who sponsored you for the green card?
My husband sponsored me.
Is your spouse a US citizen?
Yes, he is.
How long have you resided in the United States?
About 4 years.
When did you get your 2-year green card?
I got it on August 25th, 2020. I made a mistake on my form in N400 about this day. Can you please correct it for me?
Okay, I'll update that right now.
Thank you.
What is your country of birth?
My country of birth is Dominican Republic.
Your nationality is Dominican, correct?
Yes.
Do you have another country of nationality?
No, I don't.
And what is your date of birth?
January 7th, 1994.
All right. Have you ever claimed to be a US citizen, in writing or any other way?
No.
Have you ever registered to vote or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Since you've become a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return, or decided not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident?
No.
Have you ever advocated or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated world communism?
No.
Do you currently owe taxes in the United States?
No.
Do you pay your taxes every year according to the law?
Yes, I do.
All right. Have you ever advocated, supported, or promoted any of the following, or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with a group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the following? Opposition to all organized government?
No.
The establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship?
No.
The overthrow by force or violence or other unconstitutional means of the government of the United States or all forms of law?
No.
Have you ever advocated, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated the unlawful assaulting or killing of any officer or officers of the government of the United States or any other organized government because of their official character?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that used a weapon or explosive with intent to harm another person or cause damage to property?
No.
Engaged, participated in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any of the following? Torture,
No.
killing or trying to kill another person,
No.
any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent, did not agree, or was unable to consent, could not agree, or was being forced or threatened by you or by someone else.
No.
Causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion.
No.
Not letting someone practice their religion.
No.
What is religion?
The belief in and worship of a god or gods.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted or helped, or participated in any military or police unit?
No.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted or participated in any armed group, for example, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, or guerrilla group?
No.
What is a rebel group?
A group that fights a government.
Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained, forced to stay? For example, a prison, jail, prison camp, a camp where prisoners of war or political prisoners are kept, detention facility, labor camp, or have you ever directed or participated in any other activity that involved detaining people?
No.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
No.
Have you ever manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, or sold, or smuggled any controlled substance, illegal drugs, or narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country?
No, officer.
Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military-type training?
No.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution?
No.
Have you ever committed, agreed to commit, asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
What does commit a crime mean?
To do something that breaks the law.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained, or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official in the United States or elsewhere, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged in a crime or offense?
No.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
No.
Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment?
No.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
What does bear arms mean?
To own or use a gun to fight.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the United States Armed Forces?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Now I'm going to ask you questions about the civics test, okay?
Sure.
Name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States.
Mississippi River.
What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did?
Freed the slaves.
The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers.
John Jay.
Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived?
American Indian.
We elect a president for how many years?
4.
Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Because there were 13 original colonies.
Good job. You got them all correct. So I'll stop the civics test and move to the reading and writing test. I need you to tap on the screen on the tablet if the screen is not on. Now, please read the sentence on the tablet out loud.
Who was the second president?
Perfect. With the writing test, I'll be reading a sentence for you. You can use any pen in the case in front of you. Please write the sentence on the table once you hear it. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Adams was the second president. Adams was the second president. Perfect. You passed the English test too. Now, I'm going to continue to ask some questions about your application. Do you want the Social Security Administration to issue you an original or replacement Social Security card and update your immigration status with the SSA if and when you are naturalized?
Yes, I do.
Tell me your Social Security number, please.
778457858.
And what is your race?
I am black.
How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet 3 inches.
And what color are your eyes?
Black.
Your current address is 5905 Hartwell Court, Cumming, Georgia 30040?
Yes, I currently live at that address.
And you lived at this current address for about 2 years and 3 months?
Yes, officer.
When did you move to the current address?
May 25th, 2022.
Before moving to this address, where did you live?
1701 Southwest Tiven Lane, Port St. Lucie, Florida. 34984.
Have you lived with your spouse at these addresses?
Yes, we have lived together since I entered the U.S.
How many times have you been married?
I have been married twice, but I made a mistake on the form. Can you correct it for me?
Okay, I'm correcting it now.
Thank you, officer.
When did you get married to your current spouse?
I got married to my current husband on July 8th, 2020.
If you're currently married, is your spouse a current member of the United States Armed Forces?
No, officer.
Do you have the divorce paperwork from your previous marriage?
Yes, I do.
All right, please show me your current marriage certificate.
Here you are.
When did your spouse terminate the previous marriage?
January 7th, 2018.
Do you have any children from your previous marriage?
Yes, I have a daughter for my previous marriage.
And what's her full name?
Her full name is Linda Gracia.
What is your child's date of birth?
December 22nd, 2016.
And where does your daughter live now?
She still lives in Dominica with my parents.
Do you have any children with your current spouse?
No, I have not had any children with him yet.
Are you and your spouse planning on having children?
Yes, we like kids. We plan to have a child next year.
Do you have any adopted children?
No, I don't.
Okay, how many times has your current spouse been married?
He has been married twice.
Did your spouse have children before your marriage?
Yes, he has a son.
How old is his son?
His son is 11 years old.
Is John Smith your current spouse?
Yes,
Is your spouse's date of birth March 4th, 1989?
yes, he is.
Where was your spouse born?
He was born in the US.
Do you and your spouse have a shared bank account?
Yes, we have Wells Fargo Bank joint account.
Can I see the paperwork of your joint account?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you. Do you and your spouse file taxes jointly?
Yes, we file taxes jointly every year.
Could you show me the joint tax return of the last 3 years?
Here you go.
What is your spouse's cell phone number?
756-357-2478.
All right, are you currently employed?
Yes,
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a restaurant assistant.
And who is your current employer?
Jackmont Hospitality.
You've worked since April 23rd, 2022?
Yes,
Have you worked anywhere in the last 3 years?
I worked at City Barbecue before.
When did you work there?
June 1st, 2020.
All right, have you traveled outside the country in the last 3 years?
Yes, I took a trip to Dominican Republic in 2023.
How long was that trip?
It was 21 days.
You left the country on October 4th, 2023?
No, it is a mistake. I left the country on October 14th, 2023. Can you correct it for me?
Will do. What was the purpose of that trip?
I just went on vacation and visited with my family in Dominican Republic.
You went alone?
No, my husband went with me.
All right. I made corrections and updated your N400 application. Please carefully review your form to ensure the accuracy of your information. If everything looks good, please put your signature on page 11 of 14. Great. The last page is the oath of the United States. You need to say the oath at your naturalization ceremony to become a US citizen. Today, I just want to review it and sign at the bottom line if everything looks good to you. Great. You passed the Civics test, reading and writing test, and I don't see any obstacles that prevent you from becoming a US citizen. You deserve to be a US citizen. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time and consideration in reviewing my application.
You're welcome. Your citizenship application has been approved. You should receive a notice from the USCIS for the oath ceremony in a few weeks. Do you have any questions at this point?
No. Thank you again.
All right, I'll take you out to the waiting area.
Thank you, officer.